Let's see. Oh, I am live. Okay, just good to figure out how. Yep, I'm definitely live. Just check something. Gotta go to the other little screen. Oh yeah, I don't need that to pop up. Just checking something. Gotta get that link. I think that's it. Did I do a quick? Yes, I think I did it correctly. Oh, hi, Daryl. How are you? I am just trying to get this thing to fully work. Can you hear me okay? I just got on here for a few minutes. Oh, good, good. For some reason, I can't get into the chat room in the regular where I see when I'm live streaming, so I don't really need to. But I can get into it off of what the view you could see. I don't know. I don't do streaming too much, so. Hi, Tiffany Lava Shark Johnson. Hi, Ace Surfer. Thanks for joining in. So, how is everyone? Oh, there it is. Now I can do it. Hope everyone's doing well. No real big agenda on what to talk about. If anyone, any particular subjects or any questions, let me know. It was kind of an unexpected live stream. Better be doing it in here than outside. It's still pretty warm out. Yeah, it is. I got it the Orlando one, which I vlogged it. It's on my channel if you want to see what it looks like. Surfer. It's a cool place. I guess since I've been there, they did a lot of remodeling it and changing it. They say it looks pretty different. So I want to go back and vlog it again. It's a really cool place. Oh, hi, Elma. How are you? Thanks for stopping in and having everyone come in. It's great to talk to everyone. So where's everyone from? I mean, I know a couple of you where you're from already, but who about all the rest of you all? In case you know, I'm vlogging from Central Florida right now. It's where I live. I love it here. Yeah. What would you all like to talk about? Ooh, Hawaii. That's really cool. I always wanted to go there. It's just pretty expensive for me to do such a trip, but I'd love to visit Hawaii. It looks really beautiful. Just sit there and relax on the beach. You know, we have beaches here, but it's really cool to check them out in Hawaii too. It looks like there's a lot of interesting places to see there. Let's see. Yeah, I would love to surf. I really would. The main thing stopping me is the money issue, but I would love to go to Hawaii. I've seen some travel and touristy videos there. Yeah, I've never been to California, Oregon, or Michigan. It's all on my list. Maybe one day. Stand By Me. Was that with those kids? Will Wheaton. Am I thinking of the right one? I'm gonna have to look it up now. This is gonna bug me. Wait a minute. I no longer see you all. And it is the one with Will Wheaton. Okay, yeah. It's been years since I've seen that movie. Yeah, with Corey Feldman and Jerry O'Connell and River Phoenix. Wasn't Kiefer Sutherland. I remember how young he looked. His father just passed away too. Now that's cool. Yeah, I always thought that was a good movie, but I haven't seen it in like a really long time. I do know Will Wheaton from that movie, but I do know him more from Star Trek. I used to feel kind of old thinking about that movie. Well, if you all are ever interested in filming locations, there's like a ton of them here in Florida. Not that far from here. Like in Lakeland, for instance, they did some of the Edward Scissorhands movie. Bartow, which isn't that far from here, they did My Girl. I also did a movie called China Moon in Bartow, where Cypress Gardens is, where Legoland, Florida is now. They did a ton of movies there with like Esther Williams and stuff. I did a few film location videos on my channel, but not too many. One time I wanted to do some more of them, but you do some better video editing with them. Chubbs, come here. Chubbs, come here. Let me see if I can show you to everyone. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's see. You're too big to fully pick up. Oh. Let's see. They can see you. Yeah. Okay. This is Chubbs, everyone, if you haven't seen her before. If you look back at my far enough in my channel, you can actually see her when she was a tiny little puppy when we first got her, huh? Yeah. Okay. And then my other dog, Angel's around here too. Not too far from but I'm not going to pick him up. He's really old, and I don't think he will enjoy that. Just trying to catch up on the chat. Yeah, every state has their filming locations, some more than others. But I know there's some channels that's wholly dedicated to tracking down like obscure filming locations. It's a lot of work because sometimes there's just not a lot there to tell you where it was. Just looking. Kindergarten Cop. That hasn't been a movie I've seen forever. Just reading the chat. Goonies is another one I haven't seen forever. Isn't that the one where the Goonies? Isn't that with the pirate ship they find at the end? Because I'm thinking of the right one. I know a lot of people have seen that house that's in the movie that you can get your picture in front of. But I guess the owners don't like people doing that. Well, eh, as you know, I'm based in Central Florida, so a lot of my stuff is Central Florida based. I do have some videos from Colorado from 2019 when I went there for my brother's funeral, but other than that, it's all Central Florida. I did a lot. I do a lot of theme park stuff, mostly Disney and Legoland, Florida. I've done some SeaWorld videos. I got Universal Studios passes, so I'll be doing some vlogging there. You know, attractions, walkthroughs, food reviews, restaurant reviews, and that stuff. But I also do general restaurant reviews in some different restaurants around here. Museums is something I really like touring and filming. Different kinds of attractions like Ripley's, believe it or not, or Madame Tussauds. The Sea Life Aquarium, different aquariums, zoos I've been to. A lot of different historical locations, especially like I did St. Anne Shrine in Lake Wales. Bok Tower Gardens, which is famous botanical gardens, but a lot of history there too. Um, Different store-bought food reviews. Like I've tried over 100 flavors of Mountain Dew. I reviewed that. So basically, I'm a traveling channel, but a food reviewer, a restaurant reviewer. I always consider myself a variety of channels. I do a variety of stuff. I have, I think, over 4,600 videos right now. Probably will hit 5,000 maybe this year, if not next. Yeah, yeah, Elmer. There's a lot. Central Florida is one of the places that just has so much stuff, and I barely scratch the surface. I have, obviously I have an account through Google, because the YouTube channel. Well, that you can mark places on Google Maps where you want to go, and it's like a green like check mark, and you would be amazed that there's like hundreds of spots on Google Maps here in Florida. I marked some places outside of Florida, but not too many because it's not realistic for me to go there now. But a lot, different attractions, museums, restaurants, a lot of like nature reserves, state parks, zoos, just a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, definitely. There's a compared to where I'm originally from, which there wasn't really much there. Yeah, there's a lot here. Yeah, almost 5,000 videos. I think I'm at like 46. So let me make sure. Let me. I can give you the exact count or close to it. I just need to. Wait a minute. I just got to go to my main page. Well, according to here, YouTube, I'm at 4,586. And then my view count is 3,149,578. But I have about 50 or so videos that's uploaded to YouTube that's not live, that's like scheduled out. A whole bunch of different attractions and food stuff. And I also have a good amount of videos on my computer I haven't uploaded yet. So yeah, I'm always dealing with almost 2 months or more worth of videos that's not live yet that I need to do. And that's where video a day. I've been starting with 2 videos a day because I've been putting a regular video up and then a short now. This is some little thing I thought kind of looked cool. And I try to have it. Well, if you like pineapple soda, Little Caesars just came out with one. It's a pineapple Pepsi. And I tried a couple different. Mountain Dew has come out with several Mountain Dews the last couple years or so that had pineapple in it. And I always loved it. You know what makes really a good soda? Cucumber. I've tried some pops with had cucumber in it. Really good. It's so refreshing. There's a cucumber Sprite that's from Russia and a few other countries that you can get like at Epcot. And the Coca-Cola rooftop bar, I think, and some other Coca is really good. Yeah, anything with melon usually really makes a really good refreshing soda. Just try. Oh, Surfer. Let me see. If someone was to visit Florida for nature, I would check some of the botanical gardens, like especially like Bach Tower Gardens in Lake Wales. Some of the state parks. Check out. You gotta do one of those boat tours, like the Everglades. Check out. Oh shoot, what's those chain of islands in the bottom? I always seem to forget the name of something at the like when it really counts. But you know, so those little makes up like the very bottom of Florida. That's a good place to go to. Yeah, definitely the state parks and some of the botanical gardens and the Everglades. That's where I would go if I want to see nature stuff. But there's so many like little nature preserves that there's not even no one there, but there's a marked trail. I don't. You won't believe how many are around just where I am. Um, yeah, I heard that, Daryl. I don't know if I'll get it because I reviewed it last time. Little Caesars had it. I guess it's in like those 20-ounce bottles now. Last year it was in a tall can. I actually still have a can or two of that in my fridge. I got to drink. I also have some Mountain Dew that probably expired 2 years ago in my fridge. I got to drink too. Some like rarer flavors. Yeah, the Everglades in southern Florida. Yeah, look it up. There will be a lot of beautiful areas to check out, and a lot of these places they have like this boat thing with a big like fan in the back that zooms you through, and they show you a lot of those places like that. I never vlogged one of those airboat. I think it's called. I do want to. I just I'm a little nervous because my camera will not do very well if it gets wet. I need to really update my camera equipment. I've never been to the Kennedy Space Center, Elma. I do want to go. That's a place you really got to go to more than once. There's an annual pass you could buy. And I was thinking about doing that because there's no way I'll be able to really appreciate that place in one or two visits. Let's see. Oh, hi, She Wolf Warrior. How are you? It's good to see you. There might be something like tuna soda. Don't be so surprised. There's a pop that you can get through Coca Cola. It's at Epcot, and you can get the Coca Cola rooftop bar at Disney Springs. Some other place. It's sour plum. It's from China. It tastes just like liquid barbecue. It's absolutely disgusting. Mom almost puked when she tried it. I thought it was worse than the infamous Beverly. Oh, thank you, Uncle Chuckles. Yeah, my birthday was late last month. Yeah, let me know what you think of it, Daryl, when you buy it. Sorry when I'm falling a little behind. Just gotta catch up quickly. Yeah, my birthday was very late last month. I did some videos on it. Um, yeah, it is pretty late for a live stream, but I was in Ye Nuna's journeys, and she asked if anyone wanted to go live, and because she was had a live stream for a while. Then I said, yeah, I said I'll do it, and they all came over here. I did do a video on Beverly a couple times. I did the Beverly challenge. Beverly's definitely interesting soda. I'm surprised Disney kept it, but I think it's because it's so famous now. Oh, I understand, She Wolf Warrior. I do appreciate you stopping in. I did check out some of your videos, She Wolf. I thought you did a great job. I hope you keep doing it. But Mom loves the Beverly. I just, it's not the greatest. Neither is that Smart or Fanta Sour Plum or whatever it's called that China one I was just talking about. It literally tastes like liquid barbecue. I love barbecue, but not as a drink. I checked out some of your what one did I want? Legoland ones and a few others. I do need to comment more. I need to go back and do that. I will go back and comment and let you know which ones I watched. Yeah, barbecue as a drink is not that good. Yeah, but Beverly, like I said, you can get Epcot, the Coca-Cola Rooftop Park, Disney Springs, and some of those other Coke places across the country. Let me see. They have this thing. Let me get it out. At the Coca-Cola Rooftop Bar, where I don't remember how much it is, but they give you 2 trays with several cups of the different foreign drinks they have. Now, I was going through them. I wasn't well. I didn't pay for that grouping. I was going there getting a cup or buying a bottle full of it, and then COVID hit, and then they stopped doing refills because you buy this particular bottle. It's like this big, and it's only like $1 refill. The COVID hit, they stopped doing it. I got through about probably half of that. Well, I went back less than a week ago, and I found out they did start the refills again, which I figured. But unfortunately, they changed a lot of the flavors, so I won't be able to try a lot of them. But this is like the new grouping of that. One day I may do a video and get all these and do it, but now I'm trying them like individually. And I did, and it's not live yet. I did that number. Let me see. Oop. Number 1, Stony Tanga Wizzy. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. And Mizzou Blackberry, which Mizzou's from Zimbabwe. Stony is from Tanzania. The Mizzou was okay. The Stony one was actually it was good, but it was weird. It was like a cross between mineral water and ginger ale. I actually really liked it, and it only cost $1.07, which is kind of amazing because everything at Disney is expensive. It's called Coco Around the World. But like I said, one day I may get all of them at once and do a video on it. But for now, I'm just trying them one by one so I can do a video on each. I'm not sure if anyone tried any of these. They do have Beverly on there. Whoops, this side. And a couple of these are at Epcot or were at Epcot at one time, like Mezzomix. Used to be available at the Coke Club Cool at Epcot for free samples. That's been many years. But I'm going to try some more of these. There's that Sprite cucumber. Whoops, it's right here. Oh, I keep doing it wrong. Well, you see it right. No, other side. Sprite cucumber is amazing. Let me see. I'm going to fall a little bit behind. Let me see. Chubbs is doing great, Uncle Chuckles. I actually just had her in the live stream a minute ago. Let's see. Yeah, I've seen the ranch soda pop, Elma. I don't think I ever tried it. But I see it's some of those quirky places where you get like different kinds of pops and candies. I will try it one day. I've never been to St. Augustine, She-Wolf, but I do like to want to go. There's so much there to check out. Let's catching up. Yeah, I've tried vanilla Coke. Oh, hi, Chris. How are you? Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I'm just catching up now. Oh, you're welcome, She-Wolf. Yeah, you do great stuff. Keep it up. If not as a serious job, it's good to have just as a hobby. To express yourself and have fun, and you meet and you interact with a lot of interesting people. Yeah, keep doing it, even if it's just going to be a hobby for you. I'm trying to think, Elma, if I had a banana flavored pop. I'm not sure. I've tried a lot of stuff. You know, I noticed there's several pops I tried from South America, and it must be really popular, but they taste like bubble gum, and I never liked bubblegum flavored pop. It's just so sweet. But I've tried pops from all over the world. Most of them from, say, South America, like China and Japan, really good. Let's see. But interesting about pops now, you think, say, like, I'm sure many of you probably had Mountain Dew, the original flavor. Well, I've tried the original flavor from 3 or 4 different countries, and they none of them taste the same. Some don't taste that good, and then some are great. Yeah, bubblegum flavored pop. I've had 4 or 5 of them. That's from mainly South America, like in the Caribbean, and I just don't. I mean, it's okay, but it's definitely not a favorite of mine. And they're very sweet. Not yet, Chris. But it was probably sent to the post office box. I don't get there all a lot. I do gotta check. It's been a week or two since I've been picked up the mail, but I will go there. I'm just checking. Does anyone have any questions or any specific stuff you want to talk about? Let me know. Oh, Daryl, are you still here? Because if you are, I was going to ask you if you tried any of those new Mountain Dews yet. Have you found that Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl one? That's from that's like at Speedway 7-Elevens. It was pretty good. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping in, Daryl. I appreciate it. And tell everyone I said hi. Well, that's fine, Elma. Um, what did I do for 4th of July? Not really anything. Mainly just stayed home. I thought about go in recent years. I'd go to like Legoland to film the fireworks. I just was not up to it this year. So I didn't really do anything. And I didn't bother picking up any fireworks. I thought I never been hugely into fireworks. What did you do anything special? She Wolf or anyone else? Anyone else do anything special for July 4th? Of course, that's for the ones who live here in the United States. Well, Infinite Swirl I thought was pretty good. I'm really hoping that they have a Christmas Mountain Dew this year. They were supposed to do a peppermint one last year, but they decided not to do it. The couple ones they did before that, the fruitcake and the gingerbread, oh, was so good. I still have a couple gingerbread left. I know they're 2 years old, but I'm still going to drink them. And the fruitcake was really good. Yeah, the fireworks at Legoland, I never been pretty hot on. I never thought they were that great. I know you like the Legoland stuff, She Wolf. I do plan to go there soon. They're having a summer thing go on, and they have some new shows and meet and greets and stuff. I only did a little bit of it when I went there last month, about a month ago, to renew my pass, but I haven't did any more of it. Oh, that's great, Chris. No, I didn't go to Disney. I never been to Disney on July 4th, Elma. I just don't know if I want to bother with because I think the crowds would be pretty busy. And I'd rather just relax. That's why I don't do holidays at the theme parks too much. The only ones I normally do would be at Legoland. I did Thanksgiving there once, and then July 4th. Yeah, they have drone shows at Disney Springs. I will go see it at least once because it looks really cool. Thanks for stopping in, Surfer. I appreciate it. She Wolf, have you ever been to the American Adventure attraction at the American Pavilion Epcot? I actually just put up a video on that. That was the first time I've seen in years. It's always pretty cool, very patriotic stuff. Bye, Surfer. Yeah, well, it won't be happening for me for Christmas. Definitely not, because I no longer have an annual pass that goes during that time. I had like there's the highest one, and there's one like right beneath it. I have that because it would have been for mom and I, it would have been hundreds of dollars more, and for a couple weeks more days, this wasn't worth it. Mom really loves Easter. You should check out the Easter eggs if you haven't one at before. The chocolate Easter eggs, the really large ones, they put on art display at the Grand Floridian. I've been there and I filmed that a couple different years, and I was really cool to look at. It's at the Grand Floridian. What a tough word sometimes. Well, one time you should check it out, Shewolf. It's pretty interesting. That and the Hall of Presidents at Magic Kingdom. I'm trying to think. I've been to four versions of the Hall of Presidents. What was it? Bush, Obama, Trump, and Biden. I only have the last three on tape because when I saw Bush, it would have been like 2001. That was before YouTube was even around, and I did not have a video camera then. But you could find older versions on YouTube if you want to see it. They give a little speech. It's different, but it's not really that different. I think they've been doing it since the first Bush or Clinton, I think. Where I'm originally from, it was illegal to do fireworks. So it was like a city sponsored thing. Now here during July 4th and New Year's, the firework tents are all over the place. Yeah, you should check it out, Shewolf. It's interesting. I love history, and I haven't been in the Hall of Presidents too often. I've seen pretty much each president. I only been there once for each president, so four times. Interestingly, they used to have a show there right outside where the Hall of Presidents is for what was it with the Muppets? They had it for a while, then they did away with it. That's also on my channel, but I wish they would do more. That's the thing about Disney; they did away with a lot of the extra stuff that makes it more magical. I'd never been to Disneyland. Would love to. I really like to try check out that Knott's Berry Farm and Dollywood. Yeah, going to Disneyland would be cool, Tiffany. I never been to California at all. Yeah, I would like to check out Knott's. That and Dollywood. I heard some good things about both. Oh, that's cool, She-Wolf. They say it seems to be extra special to go there. Was Walt actually walked those actual streets? Oh, She-Wolf. I'm not sure if you know. I got annual passes to Universal Studios Orlando. I bought. It's been over a month since I bought it. I haven't been there yet. I do intend to go there and do some filming. I might go next week. I gotta see. It all depends because I'm going next week sometime to Epcot because I'm going to the DVC Lounge. They have a temporary one in the Odyssey building, and I want to see and vlog it because they're renovating the old one. Yeah, I've been to Universal Studios Orlando, but it's been way over 15 years, and it's changed a lot. And they got rid of a lot of attractions since then. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. That Harry Potter land looks cool, even though I'm not a big fan of Harry Potter. I do want to see it. So it'll take me a long time to really get used to filming there too. Is there it's just a whole different land basically for me. Yeah, a lot of people. Some people say the Universal is actually better than Disney. They all have their good points and bad points. I got to get back to SeaWorld. I have a pass to SeaWorld. I haven't been there probably a couple of years, and I still been in charge, but it's so cheap. The annual pass at SeaWorld for mom and I is only like $21 a month. And I thought about adding Busch Gardens onto it. It won't be much more than that. I may. It's just hard, when you start getting so many annual passes, what to go to. And I don't want to just do theme park stuff all the time. I have a whole list of non-theme park stuff I want to do. Yeah, the La Brea Tar Pits, that would be really cool because I love anything prehistoric, fossils and like dinosaurs and stuff. I went to this convention about a year ago. It was called Fossil Fest. And I bought some cool stuff. Wait a second. Let me see if I can get it. I can show you one thing I got. Where are you? Ooh, there it is. I got several things, and then other things I bought before. But you see this? This here is woolly mammoth hair. That's so cool. It's actually hair from a woolly mammoth. That is awesome. I got a whole bunch of like dinosaur bones and fossilized teeth and different stuff. One time I should do a video and show my fossil collection. Yeah, I thought this was awesome too. I love these cases. I forget what they're called. I need to look it up and buy some because there's some little collectibles and stuff I like to put in them. These makes a really cool display case. And you see my reflection. One time I should do a video on my fossils. It's something I haven't collected in a while. I do like them. I have like fossilized dinosaur poop. And some dinosaurs, they had to swallow rocks to help like grind up their food. I have one of them too. And I have some meteorites. I could show off. One time I'll do a video. I have a really cool display counter over there, but I have some boxes around it, so it's hard to get to. I need to organize my stuff more. I have a metal detector, Chris. It's a cheapie from like Radio Shack from the 90s. I thought about doing videos. It's just finding someplace here in Florida. It's kind of hard. So much is private land. I want to get a really good metal detector. There's one called Garrett AT Pro, I think it was. When I looked them up to buy, this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago. They were several $100s. But there's a YouTuber I like watching called Nugget Noggin, and that's one of the ones he uses, and he finds some really cool stuff. Interestingly, his name's Michael too. Well, that's cool, Elma. There's a really good gem shop in Orlando called in Old Town. I'm pretty sure I sent you that video a long time ago. Yeah, I haven't pulled this open to touch the hair. I don't want to damage it, so I'm not going to open it. Yeah, I'd love to get the Garrett AT Pro, Chris. But when I checked 4 or 5 years ago, it was expensive. Maybe it's cheaper now. Is it probably considered an older model? I do want to do some metal detecting videos. I did a little bit, found a couple stuff. That would be cool, Elma. Have you watched Nugget Noggin, Chris? If not, you should check him out. Yeah, it sounds interesting. I don't know when I'd ever get out there, though. Would love to do some traveling one day. I do some stuff with mom, and but I don't want to push her to do too much. Let her be difficult on her. I want to rent or buy a small RV and do some trips, but it's all money stuff. Is why it really stops me. Yeah, Nugget Noggin, Chris. He does some great metal detecting videos. He's been doing it forever. He actually sells metal detectors now. He has a store. I corresponded in emails with him a few times. I'm eventually going to buy one, maybe from him. But he seems to be a pretty cool dude. Oh, I wanted to ask all of you. You know how I do my videos on I do it with this camera, the Canon G7X Mark II. It's a really good camera, but it is old technology, and they actually don't make these anymore. So I really need to upgrade. Now, what is your suggestion? There is this camera I was thinking, and I forget the name of it at the moment, but I can look it up. That this one YouTuber I watch called Steve Wallace, aka Camping with Steve. His footage usually looks pretty good. His camera's like $5,000, and there's no way. I know a lot of YouTubers are getting into that DJI Pocket Osmo thing. And I seriously thought about that for a while. But what I don't like about it, you have to download an app off this site, Chinese. And there's a lot of people saying they're worried about spyware and tracking on it. Because it's not even in like the Google Play Store. They don't even do it because it's dangerous, they thought. And you have to download that thing on your phone, or the camera won't work. I don't want to do that. I don't trust it. So what camera do you suggest I buy? Now, there's a couple other ones I was thinking of, but whatever one I decide, I have to save up for it because there's no way I can afford to buy a new one now. I just don't have the money. There's this one I was thinking of, but it's like $807, and I know I'm eventually going to need to upgrade, and then I need to get a waterproof GoPro, because this thing I really want to show you all and really like push the envelope, expand to new areas, but I just need to get better equipment. So I need to upgrade. I need to get a GoPro that's good, like a Hero 5 Black or whatever, Hero 10 Black, and then a new main vlogging camera, and then I need to get a new cell phone because I like filming on my cell phone sometimes, but my cell phone is not the best. So I need to get a new one too, a better one. All this will take time though because all this stuff's expensive. Yeah, it is, but I'm having trouble with my phone. It's only a couple years old, but I need to get one of those iPhones. I'm all told those are so much better with filming. Some of them actually do 4K and everything. I know some totally film and they edit on their phone. I wouldn't do the editing on my phone, but the filming, yeah. But I really need to do all three of those. I've seen that, and that's one of the ones I thought of, Elma. But like I said, that's the one that has that app you have to do that you have to connect your phone to, or won't record after, or won't turn on. I don't want to do that. I don't trust it. There's a lot of people who are saying that there's tracking stuff on there, and you give up some privacy, and some of the issues with it. I know Adam uses it. I know Splorer and Ryan and others use that phone, or not that phone, that camera. But I just don't trust that app, and I shouldn't have to connect my phone to it to use it. I should just be able to push a button and it turns on and I use it. I just don't like it. So I'd rather not use that. Yeah, I need to get an iPhone. There's just some of them are so expensive. Yeah, it is DJI, but I just don't trust it. Yeah, I want to get an iPhone, but again, it's expensive. The phone I have now, it's a Galaxy A11, and it was the cheapest, most expensive phone I can get a couple years ago. Oh, it says the ad inserted. So, can you see me now? I'm not sure the ad's still going on. If you all can see me, let me know. Not sure the ad's still going on. Let me, I can just check. Oh, okay. So I am going. So I just went to the main page. At least I think I do. Oh, thanks for stopping in, She Wolf. I appreciate it. Have a good night. And everyone, check out She Wolf's channel. She does great stuff. And if you do, make sure you let her know that the presidential tour sent you. Yeah, I do the same thing, She Wolf. Good night. Yeah, but that one that Anna bought, I don't trust it with that app stuff. And I shouldn't have to connect my phone with it and all that. That's probably why I'm not going to do that one. But if you have some suggestions, everyone, let me know. Main vlogging camera, cell phone, and and I can't think of it. GoPro. Surprisingly, well, not surprisingly, but the GoPro will be the cheapest of the three. But I will do a video talking about the cameras I'm thinking of and see what everyone thinks. It's a good camera, the Canon G7X Mark II, but it's older technology now. They don't make them. If I want to buy another one, I'd have to buy a used one. And I just, no, it's time to move on from that. Plus, I may eventually do some 4K stuff. It's okay, Galaxy, but everyone tells me get the iPhone, get the iPhone. That's better. It lasts longer. It films really well. This phone I have doesn't film in 4K. I think it only films 1080p, which is what most of the stuff I do. And generally, you'll probably stick with that, but I still would like to do some 4K stuff. I don't know. Eventually, I'll figure it out, and eventually, I'll be able to afford it. Okay. One thing that hurts my filming with my phone, I have a protective case over it, and it always makes the audio a little weird. I know you could probably put an external mic on it, but then that's more noticeable. I know they have a G7X Mark III, but a lot of vloggers don't bother with that one because I heard overheating issues. Like I said, I like the G7X Mark II, but this past year I've been seriously thinking about I really need to get a more up-to-date camera because it just films better. Ones that does better with like blurriness, motion. I really need to figure out a good camera that has night vision on it. Okay, maybe I have to look into a lapel style one. Because when I film, normally if I film a restaurant that's not at Disney, I use my cell phone. Because people might get a little funny if I'm filming with my vlogging camera. If you film with a cell phone, they don't really notice it. And I don't want to make people uncomfortable. But the audio, it's kind of weird because with that protective case on it and the audio goes to like this little hole to get to the microphone. Yeah, that's what I have too. But I do want to upgrade. Especially upgrade it before this camera cuts out. I've been using the same G7X Mark II for 3 years. Yeah, you should do that, Chris. I would love to get a small, not a very big RV. The smallest one that you can drive, not attached to a vehicle that has a bathroom on board. Because I would like to do some trips, especially going like up and down the East Coast. But it's just the money. I've kind of really took a kick to the stomach with all the money I had to put for Lucky. I put a lot of money into his health issues, and it kind of hurt me pretty badly. Well, I know there's some like RV vans, especially a big van that has a bathroom and a thing in it. I thought about one of those, but sometimes they're so expensive. And you want to make sure you get a good one. You don't want to get an old one that has a lot of trouble because you're basically burning money fixing it. About 10 years ago, there was this man down the street from where I lived. He had an RV, and he talked to me about buying it. Thing is, it was from the 70s. Now, some RVs from the 70s are in immaculate great shape, and other ones not. And so much could go wrong with that, and I didn't do it. Thanks, Elma. I appreciate it. Yeah, he was very. It was worth doing what we did, and if I had to do over, I would do it again. But it did cost a lot of money. $45,000 that year and a half cost, and it hurt me pretty badly financially. But he's basically was one of my kids, so I had to do it. Yeah, well, just think carefully about that, Chris, because that's going to cost you a lot of money, and you got to make sure where to park it. You got to be able to empty out the poop tank and hook it up to electricity. And you don't want to get so much money into it that you don't have, say, if it doesn't work out, you don't have the money to rent or buy a place if you need to. Thanks, Elma. I appreciate it. So just think very carefully, Chris, before you do that. Yeah, Elma, if it wasn't for that last cancer, he survived the first two fine. It was that stomach cancer. He got three different kinds of cancers in a year and a half period. One in his toe, so he had to have his toe amputated. One in the neck, so he went through radiation surgery. And then the last one, his stomach, and he went down quick. I still have some videos I need to put up for him. A memorial video. One I filmed of him when I was tube feeding him through the tube that went in his neck. I have not put that up yet. And a couple others. Yeah, in a year and a half, he got bloat in his stomach, so he had to get emergency surgery on that. And then a couple weeks before he died, he had to get emergency surgery again. He started bloating up. And when that happened, I thought it was the bloat again. He blew up like a balloon really quickly, and he was screaming really loud. He was in so much pain, and it took a half an hour to get him to the place. And I understand these are businesses; they have to make money. But if you don't have the money to take care of him, they won't help you a lot. Not all of them, but a lot of them. There's one place he was getting the cancer treatments. They were really good. They actually worked with me a bit with the money and stuff, but they were awesome. I have no complaints about them. But there's some other places that wasn't too good. Yeah, he got bloat. Somehow his stomach was bloating up with gas and it was flipping around. That was how it originally started. Well, if that's what you want to do, Chris, then do it. Just make sure if you get an RV that you get it checked out. Don't go by the seller's word that it's a good one. Get it checked out by a professional. Once you sign that paper and you buy it, that's it. But having an RV and traveling around, that would be real. That would be a really cool thing to do. Yeah, I know, Chris. I know your story. But I will have a few more videos about Lucky. It says mom keeps encouraging me to do it. It's hard to do. There's other dogs that have died in the past. I never did a memorial video for them, but I want to. It's just hard to do that, but I need to. Talking about mom, you'd be surprised. There's some really nasty people out there who thinks it's horrible that I live with mom or mom lives with me, and they think I'm a man child. Basically, thing is, I don't live with her; she lives with me. So they think I'm some little kid who doesn't have any ambition. I own my own car. I own my own house. I've done all these other adult things. So I don't know what the hell they're talking about, and I find it very insulting that they think I'm some unambitious idiot. A simpleton is what some of them said. And that because I have mom with me, well, they must not give a damn about their mother because they wouldn't be saying that because she's not physically able to live by herself. And if I were to end up dying, she'd be in a lot of trouble. So these people that insult me because of that, they don't care about their parents at all. I mean, it says more about them. And I know specifically there's some YouTubers who want nothing to do with me or to vlog with me because mom lives with me. And the thing is, I bet you I'm more of an adult than they are. They haven't seen the crap I went through in my life or the situations I had to handle. It makes me really angry that people that do those things. And the thing is, a lot of them say it anonymously behind an avatar or a screen name. They don't have the testicular fortitude to say it to me directly, but I know it's said. Yeah, that would be great, Krista, if you can come down and we can hang out. Just let me know. And same to Elma. If you want to come, if you can come down here, we can hang out. Yeah, I know, Chris, but I try not to let it bother me. Like I found this posting, I won't sit bother saying where. So I actually search on Google sometimes for my channel name. This posting came up, and boy, they were really insulting. I'll say where it was. It was on Reddit. All of a sudden, it popped up. I search for my channel a couple times a month or so to see, because I've actually had my channel cited in some like news articles and some travel websites. And there was this college study having to do with COVID and Disney that someone cited this one video I did. So I just search every once in a while. And boy, they were not that friendly, what they said about me. And basically, they said all the things I said just now. That'd be great if you all could make it down here one time. Oh, Elma, I was wondering, that picture I see with you with some of those other people, the other YouTubers, in front of that chocolate shop, the Ganachery, did you actually go into the Ganachery? Because if not, you should make sure you go in there next time. I've been in there once or twice. They make really good chocolate there. Thanks, Elma. I appreciate it. One time we'll have to do a live stream or a private video chat, and you can say hi to her. Okay, good. Yeah, they make good chocolate there. I've only been, like I said, once or twice. I just gotta be careful. When I go in those places, I get too many sweets. And I'm a fat guy as it is. I'm a diabetic, so I try to avoid it. I will, Chris. And same for you, Chris. We should do like a video chat. You could I could have her on. You could say hi to her too. She's sleeping now. Thanks, Elmer. I appreciate that. But I do take her out a lot. Because if I didn't, she would never get to Disney or any of these places. And she's told me many times, these different places I take her to, she would never know it existed if it wasn't for me. Let's see. It says there's 5 people here, so there's a couple others. Speak up, let them all know that you're here and say hi. Yeah, I do have birds. Well, I only have one now, a parakeet. I had some others. One died last year, and another one died about a year or so before that. I'm only down to one now. I have parakeets, I have lizards, I have a turtle, and a couple dogs now. But I'm kind of going to be basically not. I'm going to be downsizing. Or when they pass, at least the reptiles and the birds, I'm not going to get another one. I eventually will get another dog, but I'm just taking my time. I may wait till my other dog Angel's gone because he's older and I just don't know. Yeah, I do have, like I said, a parakeet. I do have some of my parakeet videos on YouTube if you want to see them. I filmed one a couple years ago. One of those birds is actually deceased now. I never uploaded. I really need to put it on. Well, I do have a lot of stress, but I'm not interested in smoking weed though. And I never had marijuana either in my life. Yeah, mom has to use a cane from time to time too. Yeah, I'm just not interested in going that route, Max. I barely ever drink. I may have an alcohol beverage 3 or 4 times a year. You know, I heard about those gummies, and you can get them around here. I don't know. I just worry once you start that stuff, I'm worried about getting dependent on it, and then could go forward with that because I know a lot of people say marijuana or anything marijuana related is like it could be like a gateway drug. I just be worried about starting that. Years ago, when I had back surgery, they were giving me pain medication, and I was taking it because I was in a lot of pain. Pain medication usually doesn't work on me because I had like 2 years of like debilitating pain where I was like bedridden because of my issues, and I tried some of the powerful stuff, morphine, Vicodin, none of that stuff worked. When I got the surgery, they put me on some pain meds, and I took it for like a week or so, anything to help. And well, I stopped as soon as it got a bit better. But in that week or so I was taking it, I already was getting addicted. Because when I stopped, ooh, the weird feeling, and I was getting the irritation from withdrawals from it. That's why I don't like to start with anything even close to that. Maybe Alma, but I don't know. Interesting. The last 5 years, those type of stores that sell those gummies and CBD oils and everything, they popped up all over here. A little bit more than 5 years ago, you would never see anything like that, and then all of a sudden they're all over. I thought about going to go vlog one, but I don't know how they would be with me filming in there. It wasn't that long ago. Anything close to marijuana, it was it was really like, oh, better not do that. Now it's definitely around. Yeah, I tell you, Alma, it's how things have changed. It wasn't that long ago when we all considered really hands off. Like I said, I had in a lot of ways a very boring life. I never tried any illegal drugs. I could not even tell you where to. I couldn't even find it if I wanted it. Yeah, I'll check out the channel, Alma. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff around here. Like I said, Chris. I did look into one time about CBD oil. You could buy some for dogs. So I had a dog who was having a lot of mobility issues and pain, and I thought about doing it, but he passed before I really got a chance to get it. Just research it, Chris. And if you think it's something that it could help you, do whatever is best for you. Like I said, I don't know. I have to think about that. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Oh, I want to show you all something. When I was at Hollywood Studios for my birthday, I picked this up. Look at this cool bust of Darth Vader. Let's see. I'm just going to catch up. I'll look into it, everyone. I just don't know. They had several characters, and I may eventually get the whole set. I think it's just, and this is heavy too. Look how cool that thing looks. Star Trek is my favorite series, but I do like Star Wars too. Oh, you want to know this is 1999. But I got this at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Which, if you like Star Wars and you haven't been there, you should check it out. Try the blue and green milk. Let's see. Yeah, I'm more of a Trekkie than a Star Wars guy. I bet you if you get on Amazon, Chris, you probably could find them on there too. I did try the True Moo milk. I reviewed it on my channel. It's nothing like the blue milk that you get at Disney World. It tasted just like Ensure, basically vanilla flavored. The blue milk and green milk at Star Wars Galaxy Edge has a totally different taste. Vanilla, Elma. You ever had like Ensure or something like that? It tastes just like that. Vanilla flavored milk. I reviewed it on my channel. I was disappointed in a lot of ways because I thought it would be something more out of this world. Well, it's kind of hard to describe the flavor. Like the green milk, for instance, has sort of a cucumber melon flavor, which I actually like the green milk better than the blue milk. You can get it with or without alcohol. I always get it without. But if you go to Disney, Elma, I would give it a try. It's just a cool experience. I don't remember what the blue milk tastes like. It's been a while. So I normally just get the green one. This is like $9 for like a little cup. Well, not worth getting the True Moo one. But if you get the milk at Star Wars Galaxy Eggs, it is worth getting. That, like I said, had a different flavor. The True Moo one that was available like Walmart and Publix, that was tasted like Ensure vanilla. That wasn't worth it. But the ones at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is definitely worth trying. It's a different flavor. It's not as much of a milk. It's almost like an icy smoothie consistency. The green one I think is better than the blue. Yeah, if you get it with alcohol, it's like $16. I did vlog all that on my channel if you want to check it out. But at Disney World, it's definitely worth trying it. It kind of immerses you into that environment a bit more. What's interesting in the movie, I don't think they ever said what blue milk tastes like, and I don't think the green milk was in the movies. Well, the green milk, like I said, tastes like a cucumber melon. The blue milk, I don't remember because I mainly just get the green milk now because they're so expensive. I'd have to go back and look at my video and how I described it. But it does taste good. I like it. I wouldn't get it all the time because how expensive it is. Yeah, everything at Disney is definitely not cheap. Yeah, I've had cucumber and melon flavored like soda pops, and they're always so delicious. Yeah, I know. See a lot of the background back there. I gotta be doing some cleanup back in my. This is my office. I definitely need to clean some stuff up. There are a lot of things around. Too much stuff sometimes. Yeah, I've been to every museum in this county. Some of them are pretty tiny. Yeah, but I've been to every museum around in this very county. I did a few outside this county. I need to do more. That's I have a whole bunch of them marked in Google Maps. Let's just get into them. Yeah, it's high Elma, but it's something you should try at least once. And even if you can't get to all like 4 parks, try to get to at least one, just to say in your life you did it. And the reason why I can afford to go because I live not hugely far, and then I have the annual pass. If I had to pay the day prices and stay at a resort, it'd be a lot of money. Well, there's not too much free stuff there. Well, I suppose you go to Disney Springs. That is, I consider that like the fifth park, but it's basically stores and restaurants. That's free to go into. Well, if you were 16 when you went to Epcot last, it's changed a lot since then. Yeah, I suppose it counts if you want to. I'm kind of like in the middle of Florida, Chris. I actually have not been to the beach, and I've lived in Florida for over 20 years now. I just never seem to get there. Oh, that definitely counts, I think. I want to do what Jackie did. Ride all the different ways to get to Disney. What do you mean? Well, if you count like the monorail, that Skyliner, the buses, those are free basically to ride on. So you could do some of that. And you could visit some of the resorts. That's an experience in itself. And there are some cool free things to do at some of the resorts. Yeah, okay. Okay, Alma, yeah. Yeah, give it a try. Yeah, I heard about the hurricane, Chris. It's always a worry this time of year. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, the resorts, they're cool to visit by themselves. There are some cool things and free things to do there. I did a few resort tours. I love checking out the resorts, but it's a pain in the butt to film those resort tours because it takes hours and hours and hours of walking around. People think doing those videos is easy, but when you have to deal with the heat and the walking around and rude people, usually not cast members. Most of the time, cast members are really great, but it's like other guests. Yeah, that Fort Wilderness and Animal Kingdom Lodge, I heard are really cool. There's a lot of free things, cool things to see there. I never been to either. I want to. Yeah, I was going to ask you, Alma, how's that going with the eyes? You mean a wheelchair, Chris? You might want to think about getting an electric scooter. That would be a lot better. I have one for mom. Um, I had to pay for that out of my own pocket. The insurance would not pay for it, but it was $2,000, and that was like one of the more smaller ones. What's good about her scooter, you could take it apart and put it in the car. But some of those other scooters, more bulkier ones, they get really heavy. Well, I hope that surgery goes well for you, Elma. I know the feeling, Chris. When I had problems with my back all those years ago, it was a lot of pain. But the scooter helps with mom a lot with getting around. Yeah, if you do get a scooter, electric scooter, try to get one that you could take apart to put in the car. But then again, you have to, even though you take it apart, some of the pieces can be a little heavy. So that might be a problem for you. I do know some people will attach a scooter to like, what is it called? Like a trailer hitch in the back. Yeah, but then you got to get one attached to the car. You got to make sure you do it right. Yeah, there is this one you could that can go almost anywhere. It's down trails and stuff. Um, I forget what it's called. It almost looks like a tank. Yeah, with mom's scooter, sand, really soft ground, she gets stuck. And sometimes in grass, it just doesn't work too well. That's why there's some places I want to visit, like with trails and stuff, or it's on grass that she just can't. I can't because she can't go. Well, you might want to think about one of those that you could take apart and put into a car. Um, because it comes in several pieces. Let me think. One, two, three, maybe five. You count the little basket. I think it's called Pride Go Go. Now it did cost us like $2,000. couple years ago. Okay, good. Yeah, they have a good amount of handicap parking at Disney. Of course, they have so many people visiting; it's never enough. But yeah, check that out, Chris. What Elma Yanuna is mentioning, maybe that might be able to help you too. Elma, do you hear from any other YouTubers, especially any of the ones that you saw when you visited Florida? Yeah, you better share that channel again, Elma. I don't think it popped up. Oh, is that not okay? Maybe she didn't share an actual link, but I think the name was Not a Wheelchair. So I see it above. Okay, there it is, Chris. Check that out. Maybe that could help you. I don't see the link, but I do see the name, Not a Wheelchair. So you might be able to search for that, Chris, and it might come up. Okay, good. He found it. Well, that's cool, Elma. Chubbs, come here. Come here, Chubbs. Come here. Say hi again. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go. Come on. Oh, you're so big. Yeah. Yeah. Still live streaming. In case you all didn't see her earlier, this is Chubbs. Got her when she was a little puppy that someone abandoned in the middle of nowheres. Yeah. Yeah, you're sleeping, aren't you? Yeah, I know, Elma, but I don't sleep very well, so I'd probably be up anyways. Bit of an insomniac at night. Yeah, it's weird, Chris, and I can't give you an exact diagnosis. Try to think about when it all started. If something happened then. But just try not to let it hold you back. Just keep moving forward. staying positive. It's hard because I have a hard time with it. Well, you might want to try a different neurologist then because they should be able to give you an idea. Maybe even orthopedic. I just don't know then. So it's about to suggest maybe you need to go to like a bigger city, you go to a better one, but if he's one of the best already. I just don't know. Like when I was having a lot of trouble, a lot of pain in my right leg, I found out it was from the discus use. So I had to get surgery on it because I was, for a while there, I was losing the ability to go to the bathroom because my spinal cord was so compressed. And if I didn't do what I did, I probably would not be walking right now. Yeah, but Elma, Chris is a good guy too. I've known him for 3 or 4 years already, I think. Yeah, stress could be one thing that could be doing it. Stress could just wear you down mentally, and that can cause a lot of health issues. Sometimes people has health issues, and it's not an actual physical component. It's all from stress or stuff like that. I'm not saying that's what it is, but you never know. Yeah, I'm a diabetic myself, and I definitely have a lot of problems with that. Oh, and thanks to LSP, the freckle face artist, for leaving a comment. She says, "Hello, I'm from Nuna's Journeys, and I'm here to connect to your channel." She left a comment on my recent video, that Trendy store one from Disney. But thanks for stopping in and checking out my channel. I appreciate it. Don't know if you'll see this comment I just said, but I want to thank you anyways. Yeah, I would definitely check it out, Chris, because diabetes could affect a lot of things. Like I have some neuropathy issues in my leg. Yeah, they do, Chris. They do. They test your blood work. I definitely have some of those symptoms myself, Elma. You can go to a diabetes doctor, to a specialist in that. And you might want to get your kidneys checked too. Yeah, definitely get some blood work done. Make sure you should always see about the kidneys and the liver and all that stuff. Especially keep an eye out for like blurry vision. Because diabetes could do it damages everything. It basically kills you a little bit every day. Yeah, A1C. And if you ever go to an eye doctor, I always do if they tell you have diabetes, when you go to an eye doctor, there's diabetic eye test they could do. Check like pressure behind the eye, see if there's any blood back there. They always every year I get that done too. They check like the optical nerves back there, see how it's going. But usually you have to be fasting to get that done though. The A1C. I'm gonna get going soon, guys. Um, there's a few things I need to do before I'm gonna try to get to bed. I'm gonna try to do some vlogging. I was gonna go vlog tomorrow. There is a really really old restaurant, and I thought about doing, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. They're only open on certain days, and but it's super old and it's well known in this area, and I might go check them out. Sometimes I get in like a funk where I don't feel like doing this stuff, you know. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get going too then. Good night, Chris. Good night, Elma. We'll have to do this again soon. Um, anytime you all want to talk, just message me. And of course, if you want to keep up with what the things I'm doing, always check out my channel because I upload basically every day. Um, yeah, I'll try to. It's so hot sometimes here, And I was doing some filming today at Bach Towers, and I was sweating bullets. It was so hot out there. But if you ever make it out here, Elma, Bach Tower Gardens, check out their website, and I have a whole playlist dedicated to them. Beautiful botanical gardens. I think you would love visiting that place, and so would you, Chris. Definitely check out Bach Tower Gardens. I want to go to more gardens like that here in Florida. I just got to get there. Yeah, Chris, we got to do that before you move. Let's try to get that done in the next couple weeks. Maybe message me tomorrow some days you want to do it, and we'll get together. Yeah, you're on my list too, Alma. That would be great. Just there's probably a bigger chance of you coming here than me coming where you're at. But I know eventually we'll make it happen. And make sure you give Daryl and Darla a call too. I know they would like to hear from you. Okay, Chris. Let me see. I'll have to get back to you. We could do one during the day sometime. All right, I'm gonna get going. It was great to talk to everyone. We gotta do this again. It's always good to hear from everyone, and I hope everyone have a good night. All right, I'm gonna get going. Bye, everyone. See you. Okay, let's see. End stream. Got it. End. Check. Bye, everyone. Signing off.